Hello, my name is Cheryl Wilson, and this is the second video where I went to the Goodwill and got some beautiful frames. I got two of these gold ones, and I am repurposing them into pieces where I have included my own personal art. And these two pieces were watercolor paintings that I cut in half, and you'll see that in the video, and added some of the lines and reused them into these frames. I took the backs off, I sanded down the backs, I did some spraying. I used the same mats, but basically showing the process of using frames that you can get at garage sales, Goodwill store, Salvation Army, and use them in your art journey. And to me, they turned out absolutely beautiful. So without further ado, let's get into the video so I can show you how I made these using my art. And they were $9.99. It came with a backing of paper. So what I did, I took the backing off. Okay. This is how it was. It had the paper. So I went through and just took the scissors, ripped the backing off, then took these and I could show you, but I wanted to show you this on this end because I don't like this picture. I mean, it's just a print, so it's gonna do me no good. So what I like is I went through my paintings and I like this, but I'm going to do it up a little bit. This has got like a double mat and everything. So for the two of them. So that'll be one. And then this will be one. But I'm going to go through and just kind of work on this a little bit. Give it a little bit more interest. Okay, so I added some, I like the simplicity of it, so I don't want to add too much to it. So what I'll do next on this, and I'll do it offline, is I will give this a coating of a matte finish.
Okay, I thought I would pop in here. So this is the second frame that I got. They were like $9.99 each. And this one was a little bit dirtier, so I went ahead and wiped it off before I took it apart. And I wanted to just show you from the start how I took this frame apart. The backing was a nice backing, so I just ripped that off so I could get into, that's the frame itself, so I could get into the, I love the mat that was on here, which was perfectly fine for me. So I'm using a pair of those pliers that will dig down in. How this was attached was, it was with staples, like I think there's a certain type of staples, but there's quite a few of them, and the paperback was stapled, and then the cardboard has yet another staple in there. So I went in and I pulled all the staples out to be able to get down and get that mat and the print that came with this frame out. So you'll see me, I'll sped this up a little bit, you'll see me going in and pulling all those staples out. So you'll see me grabbing the palm sander to just bring that down to a flatter surface, and then I actually take both of these outside and spray that area with a black flat spray paint just to make it look a little bit better. But as I'll put the paper on the top of it like the one came, to kind of hide any messiness. Now, a couple things you can do is you can leave that hook at the top, which I did for this demonstration, or you can go in at this point when you have it cleaned up, go in and put those I think they're called D-rings on it to put a wire, which is preferred for a gallery. I just left the hook at the top since it was there to show you how to finish this off, but that's certainly an idea. And then showing you that I signed the back of my paintings, and then I have a stamp that actually has my website and my name on it, so it's readable. And I stamp that on the back of all my paintings and do a hand signature. I do sign the front on a lot of these, but I always sign the back in case I don't sign the front. Some of the times I don't sign the front because if it's an abstract, I let the purchaser, the client, many times, if I haven't talked to them, I let them either tell me where they want it signed, or since it's signed on the back or the side, sometimes I don't sign the front. So there, I'm pulling the old painting off, the old, it's a print. And because I love the matte that was used on this, it's still in great shape. It's a double matte, and it's got like a beautiful finish to it. So I wanted to keep that because it goes very well with the paintings that I chose. So at this point, that painting is just big enough to be able to fit in both of the frames. So I'm measuring them, and I have to measure it just right, and I do have this sped up ×8, but I did have to play with it a little bit so that I could make sure that I got both of them in there. I mean, it just fit, but I loved the deepness and the simplicity of the painting, but I loved the colors. For some reason, it was just a very moody painting, but there's something beautiful about it. So I wanted to keep the same painting for both of them, just cut it in half. So that's what I'm painstakingly doing, making sure that it will fit into both of them. One of these, the mat wasn't stuck together, so I put a double-sided tape on the black so that the top would tape to it. And I struggled a little bit with it, so it took me a while to get it to be just right. But one of the mats was perfectly fine. It was stuck together. This other one, I had to work with it a little bit. So you see me working with the double-sided tape to get it on there. And then I always take like masking tape, and I like to use white masking tape to tape the painting on the back because it gives it just a better finished look. And the white, I don't know, it's pretty. I mean, you could use really any color, but I use a little bit of a thinner masking tape and finish off the back. That's what I'm doing. And for some reason, I'll do one side and I do the opposite side, and then again I do the other and then the opposite. I just do opposite sides. And there I am signing both of them. The signature is very kind of embedded in it, but I have the signature on the back. So here are the two paintings. They're 19 by 19, the full size with the frame. And I've decided to honor these paintings as they are a milestone for me being fully vaccinated with the COVID. So it's the poetry of peace and the poetry of sanity. And these paintings are absolutely beautiful, and I love them. They are a moment in time. They are emotional and passionate paintings for me, and I hope you enjoyed this journey with me.